In the shadows of America's heartland, a man known by many names committed unspeakable crimes, leaving a trail of victims and unanswered questions. His real name was Terry Rasmussen, but the world would come to know him as the Chameleon Killer. Born in 1943, Terry Rasmussen's early life seemed ordinary. He served in the Navy, married, and had children. But beneath this facade of normalcy lay a deeply disturbed individual. By the late 1970s, his life began to unravel. He abandoned his family and embarked on a dark path. Rasmussen had an uncanny ability to change his identity. Over the years, he used numerous aliases: Bob Evans, Gordon Jensen, Curtis Kimball, and more. This skill to reinvent himself made him a ghost, slipping through the cracks of law enforcement. The story of Terry Rasmussen is intertwined with the infamous Bear Brook murders. In 1985, the bodies of a woman and a young girl were discovered in barrels in Bear Brook State Park, New Hampshire. The case baffled investigators for decades. In 2000, another barrel was found in the same park, containing the remains of two more young girls. The horrific discovery linked all four victims, but their identities and their killer remained a mystery for years. Meanwhile, Rasmussen continued his murderous spree under various guises. In the 1980s, he was known as Bob Evans in New Hampshire, living with a woman named Denise Boudin and her infant daughter. In 1981, they vanished. Years later, it was discovered that Denise was likely murdered by Rasmussen, while her daughter, known as Lisa, was abandoned and later identified through DNA testing. In 2003, Rasmussen, now using the alias Curtis Kimball, was arrested in California for child abandonment and other charges. DNA testing revealed that Lisa was not his biological daughter, leading investigators to dig deeper into his past. The breakthrough came in 2017 when DNA profiling identified Rasmussen as the Bear Brook Killer. Further investigation connected him to more murders and disappearances across the country. The true extent of his crimes remains unknown, but it's believed he may have killed at least 6 people. Terry Rasmussen died in prison in 2010, taking many of his secrets to the grave. But his legacy of terror lives on, a chilling reminder of the dangers posed by those who can hide in plain sight. The Chameleon Killer's story underscores the importance of DNA technology in solving cold cases.